Hello, welcome here. I'm Florin, and today in this video I'm going to talk about charging an electric vehicle in a country like Romania, where the charging infrastructure is not as developed as here in the Netherlands. Few months ago I released quite a lot of videos on this channel about my traveling experience between the Netherlands and Romania, and from Romania back to the Netherlands. I will put here a link to the playlist where you can find these videos. But in this video, I'm going to talk only about charging in Romania. And to give you an idea, I spent about 6 weeks in Romania, and I did with this car, a Tesla Model 3 long range, 5,300 kilometers during all this period. And where I've been, this is how it looks on the map. With the, let's say, the main routes we took over these 6 weeks. Obviously, the first part and the last, it's arrival from the north side of the country to our hometown in Buzău, where I charge at 220 sockets, domestic socket, overnight in Arad. I asked the owner, and yeah, they had actually a very good setup there, where they had a few plugs outdoor, and they say that this requirement is not new to them. There were many other asking for the same before. They were accommodating me, no problem, and I think I charged about 19 kilowatts hour while parking the car overnight there. Then I experienced the Tesla supercharger in Sibiu, and I was really lucky to do so, because it was actually opening up only 3 days before my arrival. Yeah, that's a V3. I got a very good speed, and by the way, all Tesla supercharging in Romania and in Hungary, it's currently free, so that was great. Then many charging sessions I had at Kaufland in Buzău, where they have one of this triple charger, where yeah, you have 3 sockets, but you can't charge 3 cars in the same time. One of them, it's an AC. Yes, you can charge AC and DC in the same time, but the other 2, it's just DC. One, it's a CHAdeMO plug, not suitable for this car, and the other one, it's a CCS2. Again, you cannot use CHAdeMO and CCS2 in the same time. But what was the bugger there? The charger is supposed to be 50 kilowatts, supposed to deliver 50 kilowatts power, but only delivered about 35. And then actually towards the end of our journey, yeah, it didn't work for a few days, and then they limited to 23 kilowatts only. Was this a big problem? Actually not. The biggest challenge about that charger was that Buzău, it's somehow a transit city. It's on the way from the north side of the country to Bucharest, and the charger was most of the time occupied. So that was actually the biggest challenge. Not that much for me, because yeah, for me it was more or less like a local charging, so I could go there multiple times and try to see if it's available or not. But I imagine if I would be on a transit, that could be a problem. Yeah, I got there quite a few times when yeah, someone was there. They were not listed on this PlugShare app. Many people didn't even know about that PlugShare app. I don't judge them for it. And then I also give up my spot to some of these guys that they were on a journey, and they say, can I charge here for 30 minutes? So that was the experience. Again, I charged there multiple times, but I had to go there also a few times when I said, yeah, okay, busy, taken, I cannot use it. Then I went to pick up family from Bucharest. That was an interesting, nice experience. I went to Rompetrol in Bucharest. Again, one of these triple charger. It was available, no problem. I charged while waiting for the plane to land. So then that, and again, by the way, that's again free. I had to activate it, I think, with just a normal RF bank card or something like that. So then it worked. Then we had a trip to the seaside, a beautiful trip to the seaside, and when I booked the place we stayed, I checked to see if there are some chargers around, and there was one at this little place, providing only AC power, but it was taken most of the time. However, I didn't really need to charge as much because we didn't really use the car for that period. But just before we left, I was able to use Lidl, I think, once, just get a few really kilowatt hours. But then I had to really be almost fully charged before our trip to the Delta Danube, and I use Penny. The experience in there was that the AC plug was broken. And then when I got there, quite late in the night actually, there was another car, there was an e-up charging over there. Yeah, I discussed a little bit with the owner, but I had to wait for them about 40 minutes. Not a big problem for me because I was using that time to edit videos, but I imagine if you're on a trip, that could be a bugger. Then we charge multiple times overnight, again at 220 volts at a place we stayed somewhere close to the Delta Danube. And again, no problem over there, and then we come back to our hometown. Then we had a beautiful trip on the north side of Romania, where we charge again at Kaufland in Roman. No problems over there, charging with good speed, 50 kilowatts, and no queues or something like that. Then we top up a bit in Lidl, also at the DC charging power. That was, let's say, not necessary, not needed, but yeah, while the charger was available, I said, why not topping up? There has been some challenges with the handshake. I think I tried multiple times to let's say initiate the charging session, but it worked after all, and we top up some good power over there. Then again at Kaufland in Piatra-Neamț, just before we got to Charlot, we were there for lunch, and then yeah, no problem charging over there. Again, no queues. It looks like, let's say, in that part of the country, there are not that many EVs yet. Then, yeah, we were hiking on the top of the mountain. Beautiful weather, beautiful company, excellent trip and good experience. And then we charge overnight at a place we stayed there. And yeah, the owner was really enthusiastic to see the car, to see how is it charging, and they were actually considering getting an electric vehicle for themselves. Then yeah, we went through a beautiful part of the country, and then we had to top up in Ajut at Rompetrol. When we got there, the DC spot, by the way, again, another triple charger, the DC spot was taken. If I remember, was a Zoe over there, a Renault Zoe. Then while I was actually, let's say, aligning my car to still plug the AC charging, the owner of that Zoe came, and they saw me with the foreign license plates, and they say, look, we are local from here, we'll come back for more, we have enough now. They give up basically their spot, and I could charge right away on DC, so that's also very good. Then we went to Bucharest. We ran some errands, and also we went to a beautiful water park, and we top up at Lidl, and then I also get a chance to use the Tesla supercharger from Bucharest. no problem with the charging. It was a little bit challenging to find the place, actually. It is in an indoor parking place, and then there were no signs really over there about Tesla, because there were many other superchargers, or not superchargers, but fast chargers in that location. So I had to go around a few times, and then I finally find it. Again, free supercharging, no problems. And then the last, let's say, leg during my trips in Romania was the departure, where I top up in at Kaufland in Buzău, and then Sibiu Tesla supercharger, and then Timișoara Tesla supercharger, where I had that experience about let's say limited power or charging speed because of overheating. Yes, I succeeded on this challenge to charge the car only for free in Romania, thanks to these companies that I mentioned a little bit earlier in the video. For me, overall, was a good experience. I had to wait once for someone to finish the charging session, and yes, go multiple times, return to the same charger, trying to find a spot. But overall, for me, was a good experience. But tell me what you think about it. Please use comments below and share that with me. Also, if you are an EV driver, what's your experience using charging stations in Romania, free or not? Overall, my trip to Romania was a great experience, and before I close, I will share here with you some nice photos that we took during that trip. Please consider giving me a like, subscribe to the channel, stay safe, and talk to you later. Bye.